Hello, folks. The Horror Nerd, Todd Staruch here at the New Jersey HorrorCon and Film Festival. And I am sitting here with the lovely Toni Hudson. Toni, how are you?
I'm excellent. Nice to see you.
Thank you. You too. Bit of weather out today, huh?
Yes, I was watching it from my hotel room. It was great. In my bed with the covers on.
Where did you come here from?
Los Angeles, Hollywood.
So you do know actually what snow is, right? You've seen it.
I actually do. I used to be married to a guy from Montana, and in fact, he was on the ATeam. Dirk Benedict, remember that guy?
Oh,
That's my ex-husband. So we lived in Montana. So I know snow.
Fantastic. So you just mentioned one of my favorite TV shows of all time growing up, The ATeam, holds a special place in my heart. How awesome.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm officially starstruck now. Congratulations. I'm fanboying everybody.
No, I have to tell you, I was on a date after I was divorced and all of that, and he knew that Dirk was my ex. So we pull him to this place, and it was late, and it was a hotel. So he pulls in and he goes, I feel like I should be waiting for the ATeam van to show up. Dun, 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 and trying to catch me. Anyway, I was just thought I'd share.
That is awesome. Are you ever surprised about the longevity of that show and how even now, after 30 years, there are still legions of fans that love it and come to see you because of the ATeam?
Yeah, I mean, the ATeam was an anomaly. I mean, there was everybody getting shot up and crashed and beat up, and no one ever died. There was never any blood. People just brushed themselves off and walk away. And then you had these heroes. You had the handsome hero, you had the older guy hero, you had Mr. T, the character. I mean, and Dwight. It was just a smart show for its time, and the longevity, you know, because you got the hero. They saved the day. It's like, yeah, who doesn't want that?
The best is how the bad guy would capture them and then lock them up in some kind of a tool shed where there were acetylene torches and drill presses, and they would build like an airplane in order to escape.
One of my favorites was when they went into a barn on one of the episodes and ended up building a cabbage shooter. Big cabbage heads, and they'd put them in the thing, and they would just shoot, and they were killing everybody.
Wait, how did that go? Nice.
I know, right? I have 3 boys. I do not make good war sounds.
So we are here at a horror convention, and one of your roles was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, yes, right? Yeah. Was there something in particular that drew you to that franchise, or it came up and you said, oh, okay, I'll do a horror movie?
You know, it was definitely just an audition that came from my agent, and I got the call, and this gentleman to my right is the director of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface, and I went in and auditioned, and he was in the room, and I booked the job. And I have a great story for you, because I think the reason why I got the job is because I really didn't care whether I got the job, because I was pregnant. But I didn't tell him. So not until RA was with this here. RA had the chainsaw about to chainsaw me in half. Mm-hmm. Right before we shot that scene, I told Jeff Burr, the director, I said, so I just wanted you to know, in case anything goes wrong, I'm in my first trimester of pregnancy.
Wow.
And so that was always a story that we had on the set. But yeah. So I think I was just uninhibited. I thought I would never get it. I'm pregnant. I'm moving on to something else in my life. And so whatever. And I just went crazy in the room, and I got the job.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you do a lot of these fan conventions?
This is my 4th one. I have not done a lot of them, but I love it. I love finding out who the people are that see these movies that we do. It's great, you know?
Speaking strictly as a fan, I mean, it is a great joy for me, too, to see all of my favorite, people. Oh, absolutely. Another show that you were on was The Love Boat, right? Every Saturday night in my house was The Love Boat and Fantasy Island. Oh. Always Love Boat.
The plane, of course.
So just tell us just a little bit about your experience on the Love Boat, because again, that was a show that me and most of the people my age grew up with.
Again, it was just a straight audition call from my agent. I went in. The director was going to be in the room, and they wanted people with Southern accents. So I had to go in with my Southern accent, and so I auditioned like a girl from Texas. And there was 3 of us college girls that were renting a cabin on the boat. You know, that boat thing, the Love Boat. Anyway, so I got, in fact, at the end, they said, "Where are you from in the South?" They thought my accent was real. So I got the job because of my Southern accent.
It is a tremendous accent. And if you felt like doing the rest of the interview in that accent, that would be okay with me.
But actually, we could do it with an English accent. I like that one better. Because, you know, when I go to a restaurant and a waitress comes up, and she hasn't quite looked up yet, but she's going, "Yes, can I get something for you?" And I go, "Yes, can I get 2 eggs?" And she looks up because of the English accent. I get much better service all the time, being English.
I'm going to have to try that. Although I might have to grow some lovely long blonde hair, I'm just saying.
English accent works every time, I'm telling you.
Tell us about the projects you have going on now. What are you working on next?
Oh, I'm so excited. It's a whole new phase. I'm producing now and acting in them as well. But I got 4 movies that are in pre-production. One's called Charlie's Christmas Wish. It's going to come out 11/11/18, so Veterans Day this year on November 11th. And it's a family G-rated Christmas dog movie, Charlie's Christmas Wish, but it also deals with the homeless veterans. There's an epidemic there in Canton, Georgia, which is 40 miles outside of Atlanta, and so we looked at putting it into the movie where we're going to build the little tiny home duplex things and give it to the homeless characters in the movie, but we're actually going to then give those houses to real homeless vets.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, at the end of the movie in the credit roll. So, and I got Dirk Benedict coming back to play Hank, the sage, wisdom veteran, and he's the one that needs the home, and no one knew he was homeless in the movie. So, and we got Richard Tyson playing the husband, and some really, I'm playing the wife. My son Walker's playing my son, and then I have my oldest son, George Benedict, Dirk's my son, playing the manager of the cafe that's mine, and so it's a family affair, and that's the first one. And then I have a horror movie called Twitcher. Look out for Twitcher.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Twitcher has a mask involved. Party City's already involved to help us create the mask for the movie. And our distribution's very happy about that. So that one, hopefully Stephen Bauer, we have talks with him to play the lead, which would be the husband. I play the wife who was in an insane asylum, and she comes out. And so that's going to be a really good one, Twitcher. And then there's a movie called The Last Dance, which I got Gary Marshall, the director, Gary Marshall, who just passed. I have his son Scott Marshall directing. We have Jason Patrick in the lead, Luke Wilson, Mira Sorvino, John C. Maxwell, Jeff Daniels music, and me playing the wife. And so it's really great. And that one's going to be probably shooting April in Canton, Georgia. So I got a lot going, and the producing thing is really exciting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up, why don't you tell everybody where they can follow you? If you have a website or social media or anything like that?
Oh, on Facebook, I'm Toni Hudson, and on Instagram, I'm Toni Hudson 9. So you can follow me there on Instagram. I post on Instagram and just shoot it to Facebook and Twitter at the same time. I'm kind of, I guess, lazy. I post a lot on Instagram, though. So, but the same stuff goes out just so everything's covered. But I'm really excited about what I'm doing and making movies that say something.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, Toni, thank you very much for taking some time with me and for the viewers. And I wish you the best of luck at the convention and have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks.